in this video we're going to look at a couple interesting constituents of the construction of this 1 megawatt burner. Pretty awesome. Hey, what's going on, fellas? Just wanted to share a little trial and error I had during the construction of my 1 megawatt burner. I stuck a bunch of aluminum rods inside this nozzle system to align the fuel penstocks, and they got stuck in there. They didn't quite melt, but they kind of wrinkled so they wouldn't pull out, and I couldn't figure out how to get them out, so I thought the best solution would be just throw it in a bath of acid. So it ended up taking quite a while to make this bad boy we see right here, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. You can see how they're all perfectly aligned, but throwing it in a bath of acid to get them out was not my plan. It ended up taking an additional 3 to 4 hours to pull that job off, which really kind of hurt. Just thought I'd show you guys a couple of clips here. What we got. This is the nozzle again. I had to remove 2 of the penstocks because of the design of the burner itself, and it was still enough fuel per hour to meet the requirements of the burner. And I wanted to share another little trick with you guys in this video of how I was able to braze this massive piece of metal with a small torch. I use 2 torches sometimes to heat up the large parts. Alright guys, another strategy that was deployed in building this rather complex nozzle was using 2 different brazing alloys. I used Staysil 45 to braze the penstocks to the air rail, or the air manifold, and I am currently using Staysil or Safety Sil 15, I think it is. And it's a lower melting point, high phosphorus rod that's really good for copper to copper and copper to brass. It is not very good for brazing stainless steel, but because it has a lower melting point, I'm able to do this braze job directly behind the Staysil 45 without melting it. And you may ask, well, why didn't you just make the penstocks longer and stand off the braze job a little bit? Well, that inhibits performance. I can't have a tiny penstock pumping 100 liters of oil. I've got to have this thing bored out for performance. Here's the part where I use the double torch to kind of add some heat to the job. This torch is just a little too small for such a large brass object. This is red brass, some of that high dollar stuff. Here's a quick look at the finished product. A little cold, but good enough. We did get a good seal there. Some of them look nice and wet. But this large piece of brass basically sucks away all the heat from the job. So by using that propane torch, I was able to get that thing brazed up real nice. And the reason I have it set up like this is because I'm draining all the oil out of it to do a diesel test today. I got a guy wanting to run this thing on diesel. Okay, some of you guys have seen this footage, and I apologize if that's the case. I just didn't want to leave this video hanging. And I kind of wanted to share my acid bath dilemma with you because it took like 3 hours for that aluminum to boil off. And they were very thin aluminum tubes. So I made a little bit of hydrogen gas and wasted some time, and just thought I'd share that with you guys, and want to let you see this thing running.